Hello everybody, I am Crystal Clear 101. Welcome back to my channel. We have a Star Wars toy review, and this time it is the Star Wars 30th Anniversary Concept Darth Vader. Now this figure was released back in 2007. This was a general release, and the original suggested retail I believe was $6.99. Let's look over the packaging. Now I figured before I start doing any reviews on the new episode 7 figures and vehicles, I figured I'd go ahead and start off with a couple of older figures, basically where the original concepts and everything started from. But we have the Star Wars logo right up here, 30th anniversary logo right over here, which states not only the number 30 but 77 to 07. The name of the character right here saying concept. Right over here it comes with an exclusive collector's coin, and right down here it says R. McQuarrie Signature Series, along with a very cool shot of the concept version of Darth Vader. And on the reverse side of the packaging, we have the Star Wars logo right up here, along with a caricature of Ralph McQuarrie, the person who did most of the concept art for Star Wars. Right over here, it shows a nice shot of the figure itself, along with other figures that are available for this particular line. Now, there's a couple of little tidbits of information. For instance, right here, the one about Darth Vader, which reads, Darth Vader was not originally supposed to wear a face mask. Ralph McQuarrie's concept drawing of Vader born the Tantive 4 was based on the idea that Vader would fly through space to reach the ship, requiring him to wear a breathing apparatus. The face mask remained and has become a modern-day icon of chilling doom. Now, as far as the artist profile, it reads, the vivid imagination of conceptual artist Ralph McQuarrie brought to life the characters and worlds envisioned by George Lucas. McQuarrie's paintings and drawings were instrumental in the push to bring Lucas's saga to the big screen, giving shape and form to a multitude of fantastic individuals, creatures, planets, and technology encompassed in this epic tale. Developed in collaboration with McQuarrie himself, this remarkable action figure series pays tribute to the man whose art defined some of the most memorable characters in film history. So the fact that they went so far to make figures of the concept versions of these characters, I think is absolutely fantastic. And now that the packaging has been shown, let's go ahead and open up Darth Vader here. And now let's get a better look at this figure. Now, first off, let me go ahead and give a 360 degree of this guy. Now, what I think is so neat about this figure is the simple fact that it's not, your standard, typical Darth Vader. This is the original concept version. This is the original idea that McQuarrie had for this character. Now, as far as my pros and cons about this figure, number one, I love the fact that this is a figure of a concept version of a classic and iconic Star Wars villain. So to actually have the concept version of Darth Vader, in hand, is pretty nice. Number two, it does not come with that many accessories, so it's easy to keep track of everything. I mean, aside from his weapon, only other accessories are an alternate head and the coin. By the way, the coin itself, as you can see, it says Darth Vader, McQuarrie concept, and it's got number 28, 30th anniversary. On the reverse side, it's got Star Wars, A New Hope, 1977 to 2007. It's got the Imperial logo right in the center. By the way, this is metal. That is a metal coin. That is die-cast. That's an actual minted coin. So this ain't a piece of plastic. This is actually metal. The fact they went so far to give an actual metal coin, kudos. I will say kudos that they made a metal coin. I like that. Aside from his weapon, he only comes with an alternate head. And as far as switching the alternate head out, it's as simple as popping the head off and popping the other one on. And now with this one on, the head design on this one is actually closer to what the final version of Darth Vader would be. So the fact they actually gave two heads with this one, I think is neat. Now, it still features a cloth cape. And what I think is interesting is that the simple fact, the design of the cape itself, it's actually more like, I guess you'd say, like the wings of a bat. Now, in addition to that, it is reasonably easy to get this figure to stand. I say reasonably easy. I mean, he can be displayed on a shelf with no issues. Now, if I have any cons about this figure, honestly, is that some of his colors to me are a little bland. He doesn't feature too many, detailed paint apps. In addition to that, some of his articulation, I feel like they could have actually done better on. For instance, his elbow right here is a swivel. It's not a ball joint. It's a swivel. And in addition to that, I have actually had these elbows pop right out fairly easily. Now, while they look good in certain poses, like this, or even straight out like so, it's the fact that you cannot get a more natural, movement or natural pose out of his arms. Because even with his arm like so, it does look a little off, and that to me is just a little off-putting. If I had to give another one, is that for me, it is a little difficult to get him to hold his lightsaber. I mean, his fingers are a little too close together. And the only way I can get him to actually hold his lightsaber is to actually insert it through the top and whittle it down. And even then, there's been a couple of times when I've been doing this, that his arm will pop out from the elbow down. But on the plus side, when he actually does hold his lightsaber, it stays in. You don't have to worry about it falling out. Because I have had other Star Wars figures with lightsabers, including Darth Vader's, that will not hold their lightsaber. So, the simple fact that he'll actually hold his lightsaber, granted it's a bit tight, I think it's actually pretty good. Overall, the figure itself is not bad, and if you're a fan of McQuarrie, if you're a fan of Darth Vader, I would suggest you give this figure a look. Weapons and accessories for the concept Darth Vader include a blue lightsaber, an alternate helmet, which in design is closer to its final production version, and a collector's coin, which is made of metal, which features the likeness of the character on one side, as well as states what movie this particular figure is supposed to be from. And articulation for the concept Darth Vader includes a ball-jointed head, ball-hinged shoulders, swivel elbows, swivel wrists, swivel waist, swivel hips, ball-hinged knees, and ball-hinged ankles. And overall, what are my thoughts, my verdict on the McQuarrie concept Darth Vader? If you're a fan of McQuarrie, or if you're a fan of Darth Vader, then this is a very nice little additional piece to be adding to any Star Wars collection. Yeah, he does have some issues with his articulation, and not to mention when it comes to him and actually putting his lightsaber in his hand, but the fact that it comes with an alternate head, the fact that his lightsaber will stay in his hand, and the fact he does come with an actual metal coin, does make this for a very nice addition to any Star Wars collection. So if you can find this figure reasonably priced, then I'd suggest giving him a look and adding him to your Star Wars collection. But that'll wrap up my review on the Star Wars McQuarrie concept Darth Vader. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.